NFR.
NFR Extra is a podcast dedicated to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo and features icons and personalities that embody the Western lifestyle.
You gotta be going hard all the time. You can't slack at all or anything like that, especially rodeoing. I mean, the moment you start slacking, it's just it can go downhill fast from there. Anyone in the top 50 can make the NFR, in all honesty. There's really not a whole big of a drop off. There's a lot of tough guys, and which is fun though, because you go to a rodeo and it's a tough bulldogging or something like that. It makes you want to win even more whenever it's tough. You go to the rodeo and everyone does good, and then you had a chance or something like that, and you made a mistake to where you didn't win or didn't do good. It makes you almost rise to the occasion. This being my first NFR, I want to be able to go in there back in the box and just go do my job every time. I'm not worried about anything else.
This is pro rodeo announcer Andy Seiler, and you are listening to NFR Extra. Today, the hot topic on NFR Extra is NFR rookie Cash Robb. Welcome to the program, brother.
Good to see you on this side and see you progressing in steer wrestling and doing what everybody hoped that you would.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's been a long time coming, but I guess realistically it hasn't been that long. But no, like you said, I'm just pretty excited, I guess.
What is there something that you look at this where, like you say, it's a long time coming, but like the reality is there's not a whole lot of super young guys that are just blowing the doors off in the steer wrestling side, especially. That's one of the events that it seems like you really got to pay some dues.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely, you don't really see guys start making it until they're 25, 26, and or even later, I guess. But I don't know. This is something that I guess I've wanted, to achieve as long as I can remember. It's something else that my dad's also wanted me to achieve for myself, and he's done whatever it took to help me achieve these goals. So I guess, he's a big part of the reason that I'm here so young, I guess, and yeah, I don't know. I think it was just a big effort by my whole family as well. Growing up and all that, they did whatever it took for me to be able to accomplish these goals, and they're always there supporting me as far as that goes.
Well, Cash, we've all got things we want to do, but what do you feel like it was for you at such a short period of time that kind of brought you up to the next level in order to qualify for your first NFR?
I think it was going places. Like I said, growing up through high school and all that, we were going to as many jackpots as we could. We were going to rodeos. We were doing all that. My senior year, I turned 18 in June, and as soon as I got my card and all that, I was entering pro rodeos. I wasn't expecting to go and just win. I was just trying to get my feet in the water, and I was able to have success my first year and be able to make the circuit finals, in which I was pumped for that. Looking back on that, I don't remember how many rodeos I went to, but that was the best $6,500 I'd ever won, because, I was excited that, I made the circuit finals. And I guess it's just those little goals every year that's helped me, progress and be able to, I think one thing that helped me out a lot is I did rodeo on my permit for 2 years, and I was able to see a lot of things that would help me, especially these last 2 years. I've been able to go places that I've been there already a couple times and know what to expect and know what it's going to take to win.
Well, Tyler Wagasback was very complimentary of you. When we talked to him at the World Champions photo shoot and had a conversation with him, we asked him, and there was no hesitation. We were like, all right, who's a guy that may come out of the weeds this year and make it to the finals? And he was like, oh, he's not coming out of the weeds, but Cash is going to make it. There's no doubt in my mind. Did you feel the same way, or did you have some doubts along the road?
Oh no, I knew it. I knew I was gonna make it the minute I got hurt last year. Whenever I got hurt last year, that was one of the hard. I think physically and mentally, that was one of the hardest things I'd ever had happen. I guess because I I was so close to making it that it was just like almost right there, and then that happened. But I told myself the moment that that happened that I uh, I was gonna make it. I was gonna make it the next year and keep making it. I think it's just some things that you gotta almost not make yourself, but like tell you. I mean, if you think it enough and say it enough, it's gonna happen. And that's what I just kept telling myself this year. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if there was weeks when there was times I went 2 weeks without winning money, but I just had that same attitude, wasn't gonna get negative about it, and just kept going and going. And the next week I won 20,000 in a week. You know what I'm saying? It's just you couldn't get down on yourself, or else it's not gonna help you.
How important is that as a positive mindset in the truck you're in?
Oh, it's ginormous. I guess I mean not too many people think about it, but you're stuck in a 12 by 12 uh truck or trailer or whatever with four other guys, and there ain't a whole lot of alone time. And so if you have someone that's being negative all the time, it's it's not very good. You when you're sharing a bed with another guy, it's not great, and you want at least to get to where it's nice when you can like the guys that you're with. I mean, I've heard a lot of stories of guys that didn't get along with each other, and it sounds miserable. It's hard enough staying with four guys for that long as is with you liking them, but I couldn't imagine being with someone that was aggravating or whatever it was, or didn't see stuff the same as you are. Didn't have the same goals as you.
So if you're on a losing streak, does that mean that you're small spoon, or is that something that's just like
Yeah, pretty. I mean, pretty much. I mean, I guess it kind of just depends.
but that dude, you've got like Wags, Andy was saying Wags sings your praises. But that's something too, is to where you can have it, you can want it, you can dream about it. Oh, I'm going to be a champion. I'm going to go to the NFR. But I mean, when you're rolling with dudes that have been there and done that, it doesn't seem like slouching. And I mean, again, go back and listen to how Tyler Wagerspack talks about you. But like, you're no slump. I mean, that's like you put in the work, you put in the effort. But that deal of having those guys that have kind of already paved the way and done it has got to be, pretty inspirational for a young guy climbing the ranks.
Oh yeah, I mean, it makes you want to be as good as they are.
Yeah.
You don't. It's not a good feeling whenever you go to the rodeo and everyone does good, and then you had a chance or something like that, and you made a mistake to where you didn't win or didn't do good. It makes you almost like, I guess, rise to the occasion.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to, I think it goes back to anything realistically, is you practice and compete at the same competitive level as everyone else around you. If I mean, like, I guess I can go back to high school whenever I was wrestling too. If I knew I was wrestling a kid that, wasn't as great, there'd be times where like, hey, I made a mistake right here. I should have, you got to be going hard all the time. You can't slack at all or anything like that, especially rodeo. And I mean, the moment you start slacking, it's just, it can go downhill fast from there.
Yeah. And the steer wrestling too, for the years, and it's one of those, I'd say the one event to where there's really, stacked from first to 15th going to the finals, is there's wolves, and you stub your toe anywhere along the way and them guys are looking to eat your lunch. And just because you're in the truck with, shoot, them four guys, or, three guys or whatever that you're rodeoing with, you're also, you're all out for the same piece of the pie. So it's really something to where, you let your guard down or slow down a little bit, or man, I should be good here. I don't think that it just seems like such a tough particular event that is really unlike, the rest of them. Because like I said, there's just absolute assassins rolling down the road with you.
Mhm. Oh, exactly. I mean, it's a perfect point. This year was Wag. He got hurt the first of June. He missed June and July, and I mean, came back the first week in August and he only had, I think it was maybe right under 40,000 won, and just went back to winning and ended up making the finals. When there was a lot of people that didn't think he'd even have a chance of doing that. And but yeah, no, I mean, you just, especially in the bulldog, and I mean, anyone in the top 50 can make the NFR. In all honesty, there's really not a whole big of a drop off. And there's a lot of tough guys, and which is fun though, because you go to a rodeo and it's a tough bulldogging or something like that. It makes you want to win even more whenever it's tough.
Let's take a quick pause, and we'll be right back. Looking for NFR video content and features? It's all in one place at /Las Vegas NFR. You'll find unique features like the top 35 most memorable moments since 1985, the top 60 NFR contestants of all time, NFR champions recaps, custom NFR videos, and much more. You'll also find NFR performance recaps, insider tips, and interviews you might have missed along the way. Once you dive in, you'll find a lot more great content. There's something for all rodeo fans. The biggest stage, the brightest lights, the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo.
Do you feel like your experiences at the Junior World Finals kind of made you feel a little bit more prepared for the moment?
Oh, 100%. I mean, there was I was able to go there, quite a few years, and it helped me out a lot, I believe. I mean, especially those last couple of years whenever I was there. I mean, we were running 5 steers in a week. I mean, we were always busy and all that. But it also put you in situations to where you were running that many steers. So you still had to, think about the average, but then there's also go rounds when you're like, you kind of had to tighten up, maybe push the barrier a little more and try to get a little more go around money out of it or something like that.
Did 1 year in the Junior World Finals, did you pretty much have a clean sweep?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it would have been the second to last year I was there. I won the average and the year end. Yeah.
Didn't you also win, and correct me if I'm wrong on this deal, but didn't you win the 16 and under and the average and the year? I mean, you won like pretty much, or it was like maybe the fast time. They're like, holy crap, we got to give something to somebody else, because this is,
No, I can't even remember. I'd be honest. I don't think I ever won the the year end and the 16 and under together.
Yeah.
There was one time I think I won the 16 and under and the fast time or something like that. But
yeah.
But no, I've had a lot of success at those, and those, they're great deals that Oat Berries helped put on, and I think they're great deals, especially for young kids that are coming up.
Yeah, you've won a lot when Oat starts rolling his eyes when we call your name up to give you some other accolade. But which camp are you in? Are you in the Oat and I respect one another, or I'm terrified of Oat Berry? Because I'm still in the I'm terrified of Oat Berry camp.
Oh no, I wouldn't say I'm not terrified of Oat. He's a guy that I look up to as far as a bulldogger, and he's a great guy too, and I guess I've always been pretty comfortable with him, especially as I got older. He's stayed at our house a couple times, whenever we had a jackpot at our house, and so I've always been real comfortable around Oat and have no problem or whatever talking to him or anything like that, at least I think.
Yeah, whenever he puts his hand on my shoulder, it's like hot butter. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. Thank God he's the nicest guy in the world, because but he is the most intimidating presence I've ever been around in my life.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't want to cross him. That's for sure.
Yeah. A healthy respect. Yeah, he whistles, and it's funny how them guys, they'll have everybody be warming up in the Junior World Finals, and Oat will, whistle, "Hey, come on!" And it's like that thing clears out like there's a gunshot, man. It's like, yes, sir, whatever you want. But no, that's the really impressive part too, is kind of the camaraderie in the steer wrestling side. Is you look at when all of you, the kids are there competing at the Junior World Finals, is you've got Luke Branquino's there, Wags is there, go down the list. I mean, Pearson's there, Eldridge is there. It's like everybody that's somebody in the steer wrestling that's qualified for the NFR. Most, if not all of those guys are sitting there either watching and helping the steer wrestlers there. I mean, it's wild to see that. And I don't know. I was like, me and Andy one time we were talking. I'm like, do you think these guys are like here to help support and cheer on and coach, or like kind of eyeballing who's coming down the pipeline? And I think it's a combination of the two.
Oh, for sure. Which, I mean, I think that just goes back to the camaraderie of the Bulldoggers, you know. I mean, I feel like everyone's helping everyone, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whose horse are you going to ride the same horse at the finals, and who's hazing for you?
Yeah, so I'll be riding Mabel,
Oh.
the horse Stetson Jorgensen's rode the last couple of years and stuff like that. And Dirk Tavern will be hazing.
Okay.
Yep.
You got
How did you come to that conclusion? I mean, because I know you've ridden some of Wag's horses this year too, correct?
Yeah. I rode Cheese for a good part of this year. You know, I probably won about a little over half of what I won this year on him. So, but no, I mean, I just I've been able to ride Mabel quite a bit this year, and I got along with her really good, and it's she's just easy. You know, you can throw your leg over her, and just it's you back in there with so much confidence on her because you know nothing's gonna go wrong. She's gonna have the same trip every time, and you don't got to worry about her moving around in the box or anything like that. And she's just gonna make it easy. You know, I especially you know this being my first NFR, I want to be able to go in there back in the box and just go do my job every time and not worry about anything else.
Amen.
Yeah. The one thing though that I mean, as far as performance wise, I'm sure you'll do absolutely fine for the in the arena stuff. But have them guys talked to you much? And I'm sure you've seen obviously some of it, but the kind of the mental wear of having to go sign autographs and going and doing, or I should say, having the opportunity to go sign autographs and interact with the fans, and then God forbid you win a gold buckle and you're going to the South Point. It seems like there's a lot of stuff that is on the outside of the arena that could have a determining factor of what takes place on the inside. Are you kind of wrapping your mind around that?
Oh, for sure. I mean, especially I've talked to Flag about it a lot, you know, and like I'm getting all my signings and all that done at the beginning of the week, so that the first couple of days, so the last couple of days I can kind of take care of my body and stuff like that and relax. And another good thing, Andrew Shea he's Shea Competitive Edge. He'll be able to be there. He's the guy that helped me get going with my knee and all that, and he's going to be out there for the full 10 days. So if I have anything that's hurting me or anything like that, that's in the back of my mind, I'll be able to kind of get some stuff worked on and get helped out by him and whatnot. But I mean, for sure, I mean, I'm just gonna I guess just take everything day by day and soak it all in. But I just gotta take care of myself, and there's a lot of people that I feel like go out there and maybe party a little too much or something like that, and I'm just I was talking to my dad about it the other day. I'm not here on vacation. It's a business trip, and that's what we're gonna go there and do.
Yeah. Are you a routine guy, or are you just kind of fly by the seat of your pants sort of a deal?
Oh no, I'm pretty routine, I guess. I don't know. I like having everything as a schedule. Somewhat, I guess. I don't want to. I'm not good with being late or anything like that for anything. So I stick to a routine. Wake up in the morning, go get a good workout in, and get some good breakfast, and then just go about my day with whatever I need to.
Do you have any family members who have come up with a good cheesy sign? I mean, with a name like Cash Robb, I mean, all you got to do is flip it, and we're here to rob the cash. I mean, there's so many ways we could go with this. I mean, I feel like you could start your own company.
Oh, I'm sure. I haven't really talked to them that much about it. I'm sure they have. I'm pretty sure they got a cardboard cutout of my head that's about 8 foot wide or something like that. But I don't know. We'll see. My family's pretty excited, and I'm excited to have them there. So I'm sure they'll come up with some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, you have a cousin Eddie or somebody like that may show up that you're like, oh boy, it's this guy. Like, I mean, come on, we all have those family members, right?
Oh, I got an Uncle Anthony, and he's gonna make sure he make it known that everyone in the Thomas and Neck knows that I'm his nephew. So.
So note to self, I have to find out where your seats are at so we can be sure to find Uncle Anthony. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think look for the 8-foot Cash Robb head cut out. You won't have to do too much research. So
exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, that's definitely cool, man. And that's, I don't know, I think too of like, obviously it's totally different going to the Thomas and Mack, and that place has its own electricity and vibe and, the whole ambiance about it. But it does have to do some sort of a justice for having been there, in Vegas, to go to Vegas and win and not be, the first time of like, oh man, it's like, shoot, I've come to Vegas and, and you've done very well with awards and money on the Junior World Finals side. So, really setting the base of what's possible in Las Vegas. But man, I think as long as we've been talking about you coming up and, like I said, Wag's been beating on that drum about you, but it's going to be interesting to see what kind of a crater you leave in Las Vegas come December.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I'm excited. It's kind of crazy to think, but like, whenever I was doing, the junior deals and all that, you would be excited whenever you won 20,000, 25,000 the whole week. But now that I have the opportunity of winning that much in just a night, I guess it's kind of surreal or whatever. And I'm excited and I'm ready to be there. I've been telling people that October and November have been going so slow and I'm ready for them to be over.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about? The NFR experience overall. I mean, obviously we know the competition is going to be something you can't wait for, but is there anything else that you're like, God, I can't wait to check this off my bucket list too?
I can't wait to take a victory lap or do the grand entry there. That's I think I'm gonna be more nervous for the grand entry there than I would be the run one.
I would be if
That's
I were
where you
you.
have to stay on your horse.
Exactly. Yeah. No. That'd be the one time that I was the guy that got bucked off or something like that, and everyone remembers me for that, and not for anything else.
Those do go viral very well.
Oh yeah. It ain't too. Shoot, it happened. I think 2 years ago in San Antonio. I took the victory lap, and the horse started bucking. And they posted that video instead of the video of me winning the go round.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Is there something that you have in mind that you want to buy when you get that first win or when you get that first check?
Oh, I don't know if there's, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's nothing that I just want to buy. I mean, I guess I've never really been shopping that much in Vegas or whatever. I don't know what I'd buy. I probably need to save all my money the best I can and see what we can do with it. But I don't want to spend too much money and not have any money come the 1st of January.
That's fine. You'll be fine. Are you going to follow Wags' lead on his traditional bad voodoo deal at the casino before every performance?
Oh, I mean, if I do, it's not going to be on purpose. I don't want to be losing no money this year.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, his deal, right? For
he
blackjack,
goes and, loses $100 every night.
Yeah. Get that out of the way. So
yeah, see, my plan is just to go, try to win $100 every night, and then just add that on to the 26,000 or whatever.
There you go.
I easily lose 100 a night, but it wasn't part of my plan. That wasn't the way I was supposed to go.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys forget he's just barely 21. So is this your first experience in Vegas as 21?
Yeah, this is my first experience in Vegas as 21. So I imagine I'll lose a little bit at the tables or something, but we'll just see.
See how it goes. Play it by ear.
Yeah, exactly. I'll see how my week's going, and that depends on how much I'm going to spend there.
Let's say all the chips fall your way and you win a world title, your first trip to Vegas. What would be your champion's dinner? So you've won 150, 200,000, so you can eat anything you want. So what are you going to go eat for dinner?
Oh, I'd probably try to find the nicest steakhouse in Vegas and order the most expensive steak, probably. And if it doesn't taste good, I just want to know say I could spend that much on a steak.
Slide that card. It won't decline today.
Golden crusted T-bone from somewhere or something like that.
There you
With the lobster and the crab on the table,
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, just for decorations though. We're not gonna. Yeah, just for decorations.
There's plenty of places to do that too down in Vegas for a guy, but
yeah,
man, I'm pumped to see, like I said, to see what you can get done there, and hopefully you win enough that you get that big steak dinner bought, and you got plenty left over for the rest of the year. But don't overindulge too much.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I hope so too. If not, that McDonald's is looking pretty good. So
Guys got to get by.
So now,
exactly.
honestly,
Times are tough now.
what's your McDonald's order then? Your go-to?
My go-to McDonald's order?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if I have one. I really don't like eating at McDonald's that much. I mean, that's good, I guess, but I don't know. Probably just a hamburger, single hamburger or something like that. I don't know. Nothing too crazy. I'm not the crazy guy that puts the McChicken on the hamburger and whatever that's called. But
The mix.
yeah.
Oh.
Let's hope you
Well,
win
Cash,
big then.
Yeah, we're rooting. We are behind you 100% in your corner, and we look forward to seeing what you can do at your first national finals. So stay mounted, keep your jacket zipped up for that first grand entry, and we can't wait to see what you do with us in Vegas.
I can do that. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Want to experience more of the NFR? Then visit NFRexperience.com, and we invite you to subscribe to NFR Extra on Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and wherever you're listening right now. If you like what you've heard on NFR Extra, we would love it if you gave us a 5-star rating and tell your friends how to subscribe.